Alright, this isn't a theory video. I love saying that at the beginning of the videos because you should know right off the bat that Jeremy's being chill. It's either going to be a rant video or a video just talking about a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and this is pretty much one of them. It's not really a rant because honestly, I'm not in the mood for it. I just want to talk about one of my pet peeves about the show or any franchise in general. I just hate when a character is written to be uncharacteristically dumb for the sake of moving the plot along. Now, this has happened several times with characters on the show. Most recently, it was with Oscar. It happened right before Warlock got killed, when Maggie got killed, and some speculate that Jennifer Salison as well, for coming over to Catherine's house after she was threatened by Catherine. But at the same time, I feel like Jennifer's stubbornness was a bit ridiculous when Catherine was literally just trying to protect her own child. So yeah, there's that. But I've already made the Batman comparison plenty of times before. Real quick, for those who either relate to what I'm talking about or don't know because they don't read comics at all. Basically, you know that Batman or Bruce Wayne is one of the most intelligent beings or characters in the DC comic universe. So when it comes down to it, he isn't the most powerful. Duh, that's why there's so many bites, comic books, and movies about Batman versus Superman, Batman versus Wonder Woman. How can Batman take down the entire Justice League by himself? It's because he thinks of any outcome, every possible outcome. So he has contingency plans in place for almost everything. So in order to defeat him, it's not always about overpowering him because he has a plan for that. It's about either outsmarting him. But how can you do that in a believable fashion unless you're some kind of intergalactic being like a Brainiac or somebody from Apocalypse like Darkseid or someone like the New Gods, and the list goes on. But there are a lot of times where Batman is only defeated because it's bad writing, like the writer actually dumbs down Batman's intelligence just for the sake of him losing a fight. Same thing with the haves and the have-nots. There are so many characters who have been proven to be calm, cool, and collected in just about any situation. They aren't out in the open like a Candace or Veronica. They are Jim. They aren't in your face about how smart they are, how intelligent they are, how many connections they have, how many plans that they've orchestrated that came to fruition. The only people I can think about is Maggie in terms of like voicing her resume out, or at least telling Jim, like, look, why aren't you following my plan? Because I've done it before. I'm a professional. Or Oscar when he's building confidence in a future employer, like, look, here's what I've done, so leave it to me and I'll get it done. And even Warlock, you can just tell by his empire, if you will, that he's definitely a successful drug lord and pimp. But he's not all in your face about it because obviously that'll be stupid because, you know, you don't know who you're talking to, might be undercover vice. But the list goes on. But you just look at the fact that Maggie Day pretty much lost it after David was arrested. And that pretty much destroyed her calm, cool, and collected demeanor. Then you had Oscar in a very stupid, I still call it dumb, like after he got the money from Candace way back a couple of seasons ago when he got Jim's money back, and he was on a plane to New York, yet he turned the flight around to go back to Candace's house where she was waiting for him with a knife. Then you go to the more current situation where he goes up to Candace's room. Now, I don't blame Oscar for going to Candace's room, but I do have some problems with it. Number one, he's like, okay, you want to talk to me about the whole Charles situation, the plan I have, right? Well, we can't do it in a private area like this. And he's, yeah, let's go to my room. Well, here's my problem with the whole private thing. It's like, you've talked to Candace openly about Charles in the bar setting before. Now, you two were at a table. Yes, there were people around, but I mean, when you're at the bar, you have the bartender or bartenders, then you have people sitting right next to you. At the table you were sitting at, I think at the most there might have been a couple of people sitting next to you if there was a table either beside you or behind you. Then you go to the whole situation with him calling Broderick saying that I can't use the computers you have down in the computer room because what I have is sensitive information. Yet you were on your personal laptop with sensitive information in an open area for Rocky to take those photos of Jim's account numbers. And now all of a sudden, yeah, let's go to Candace's room. Like, okay, fine. You want to go to Candace's room, even though she said she was horny to talk about the Charles situation. Number one, why did you take that drink? Why did you have sex with her? Man. So, and then, what did you do, Candace? What did you do? I'm like, okay, I get it. He was kind of woofy right there. But at the same time, I just hated to see Oscar in that position. Some people are saying that, yeah, Oscar got what he deserved. I'm like, for what? Okay. He got what he deserved for being written to be stupid, but he didn't deserve that. That, in my opinion, because if anything, he was only doing his job, which was in terms of Jim's accounts. I mean, getting Jim's money back a couple of seasons ago. Right now, he's just trying to get a job done. But even Oscar should know that you shouldn't screw around with somebody that you screwed over. I mean, that's what I mentioned in one of my videos about lessons I've learned from the show. Choose your allies carefully. So, yeah, when it comes down to Oscar, I just hated for him to be in that situation. I'm glad he wasn't killed off because, you know, I was thinking that it would have made no sense because it would have been just like Jennifer and Maggie and Warlock, characters who have been written to be calm, cool, and collected. But at the same time, the only way to kill them off was to dumb their characters down, like Warlock going to Mama Rose's restaurant when his crew is afraid. Maggie Day going to Veronica's house after getting the phone call and then going to the front door and opening it. No, I'll wait for you to come in. No, I don't know. I can't even. But that's one of my pet peeves about the show, and I would hate for another character. And that's why I feel like Benny might die this season, because he hasn't been the same since they're getting out of that coma. But they've really dumbed down his character this season in terms of making him like a whole man whore and literally making one dumb mistake per episode, taking money from the Malones, sleeping with Veronica, then doing the same thing with Melissa, telling people off that he really shouldn't be talking down to. It's just a ridiculous amount. But let me know in the comment section below, what are some of your pet peeves about the show, whether it be pacing, not being available on DVD or Netflix, too many commercials, you tell me. So let's have a fun conversation in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you soon.